My child, I gave you everything. I gave you the breath that fills your lungs each morning. I gave you the sun that rises to touch your skin with warmth. I gave you the beating of your heart that has not stopped since the moment I formed you in your mother's womb. I gave you eyes to see the wonders of creation. I gave you ears to hear the laughter of those you love. I gave you hands to build, to hold, to comfort. I gave you feet to walk paths that I carefully laid before you. I gave you a mind capable of dreaming beyond the stars and a soul designed to live forever. I poured into you every blessing, every moment, every chance to find joy, peace, and love, and yet I look at you and see how busy you are. How easily distracted you become, how you run after the things that fade and break and rust, while I wait, while I knock softly at the door of your heart, while I whisper to you in the stillness of the night, asking only for a moment, asking only for a fraction of your day, 30 seconds to turn your eyes toward me, to say my name, to feel my presence, to remember that without me there would be no breath, no heartbeat, no tomorrow. And yet you push me aside, you silence my voice beneath the noise of the world. You fill your hours with endless tasks, endless scrolling, endless desires, while I, the one who gave you all, the one who has fought battles you never saw, the one who shielded you from dangers you never knew, am left waiting for the smallest whisper from your lips. The smallest acknowledgement of my love, the smallest thank you for the countless blessings poured out over your life, and still you say you are too busy, still you let seconds slip away as though they mean nothing, while forgetting that every second you live is a gift from my hand, every moment is mercy, every heartbeat is grace, and I wonder how can you hold the gifts and yet ignore the giver? How can you walk in the light and yet forget the source of that light? How can you receive breath after breath and yet not offer even half a breath back to me in prayer? My beloved, I do not demand hours upon hours. I do not ask you for rituals that break your strength. I simply long for you. I long to hear your voice lifted to me. I long to feel your heart rest in mine. I long to give you peace that surpasses understanding. I long to fill you with strength when you are weary. I long to pour into you wisdom when you are lost. I long to surround you with comfort when you are hurting. I long to remind you that you are never alone. But how can I pour into a vessel that is always closed? How can I speak to ears that never stop to listen? How can I embrace one who will not turn toward me? I gave you everything, yet you cannot give 30 seconds that could change your day, 30 seconds that could heal your mind, 30 seconds that could lift the heaviness from your chest. 30 seconds that could remind you of who you are and whose you are. 30 seconds that could protect you from choices that lead to regret, 30 seconds that could open heaven's doors over your life. My child, why do you think I ask this of you? Do you think it is because I am needy? Do you think it is because I am incomplete without you? No, I am the I am. I lack nothing. I am complete in myself, yet I desire you. I long for you, I pursue you, I stretch out my hand toward you again and again, because I know that in me you will find everything your soul is searching for, and the enemy of your soul knows this too, which is why he keeps you busy, distracted, restless, addicted, tired. Always running but never arriving, always chasing but never fulfilled, and still I stand at the edge of your chaos calling your name. Still I whisper, give me 30 seconds, give me one pause, one glance upward, one opening of your heart, and I will come rushing in with love unshakable. I will lift your burdens, I will steady your steps, I will show you the path you cannot see, I will give you joy where you only felt emptiness. But when you refuse me, when you say tomorrow, when you say later, when you say not now, you rob yourself of what I am ready to give, you deny yourself the healing you have been crying for, you block the blessing that I have already written in heaven for you. I gave you everything, yet you cannot give 30 seconds that belong not to you but to me, for time itself is mine, every breath is mine, every sunrise is mine, and yet I shared it all with you. I placed you in this moment in history, I carried you through storms that could have destroyed you, I answered prayers you forgot you even prayed, I kept you when you were faithless, I loved you when you were unlovable. I gave when you did not deserve, and I ask only for 30 seconds. 30 seconds of honesty, 30 seconds of surrender, 30 seconds of lifting your heart to mine, and in that moment, I will remind you of eternity, I will remind you of heaven, I will remind you that you are loved beyond measure. Chosen beyond doubt, protected beyond fear, and you will see that those 30 seconds are not lost but multiplied, they will return to you as peace, as strength, as clarity, as hope, as miracles you could never create for yourself. But first you must pause, first you must choose me, first you must give me what I have been waiting for, your attention, your love, your heart, my beloved. Do you not see how short this life truly is? How fragile every second can be, how swiftly the days pass by. Like shadows that cannot be caught, how quickly years slip through your fingers like grains of sand, and yet even in this fleeting breath of life I gave you, you waste so much time on things that do not last. On arguments that bring no peace, on pursuits that leave you empty, on desires that never satisfy, and still you say you have no time for me, still you believe that 30 seconds in my presence is too heavy, too costly, too much to ask, yet I am the one who holds your tomorrow, I am the one who knows the number of your days. I am the one who has kept you when sickness came close. I am the one who guided you when danger surrounded you. I am the one who whispered to your heart when you thought you were alone. I am the one who answered prayers that you never even voiced aloud. I am the one who gave you everything, and I ask only that you pause, only that you lift your eyes for 30 seconds and let your heart remember where your help comes from. Because I am not asking for what I need, I am asking for what you need, I am asking for your healing, for your joy, for your restoration, for your strength. I am asking because I know how quickly the enemy seeks to devour, how quickly despair tries to take root, how quickly loneliness tries to suffocate you, and I know that only in my presence will you find the peace that cannot be stolen. Only in my presence will you find the strength that never runs dry, only in my presence will you remember who you are, yet you run from the very fountain that can quench your thirst, you run from the very fire that can warm your soul, you run from the very love that will never let you go, my child. Do you not understand that I am closer than your breath, that I am nearer than your own heartbeat, that I am with you even now as you read these words, that I am waiting not in anger but in love, not in condemnation but in mercy, not with punishment but with open arms, and yet I see you chase after voices that do not care for your soul, after opinions that do not matter, after treasures that cannot last, while I, the maker of heaven and earth, the keeper of your soul, the one who gave you everything, stand and wait for 30 seconds of your heart, 30 seconds that would change the weight you carry, 30 seconds that would open your eyes to the angels I have placed around you. 30 seconds that would let you hear the melody of heaven I have written over your life. 30 seconds that would remind you that you are mine, you belong, you are loved, you are chosen, you are not forgotten. But how can I remind you if you will not turn to me? How can I embrace you if you never stop running? How can I pour into you if you will not make room, my child? Time is my gift, and yet you guard it from me as though I will steal it from you, when the truth is I long to multiply it. I long to bless it, I long to redeem it, I long to make every second you surrender bloom into something eternal, something beautiful, something beyond your understanding, but first you must give me what I ask. 30 seconds, a pause, a turning, a whisper of my name, because in that whisper chains will break, in that whisper fear will flee, in that whisper depression will lose its grip, in that whisper the lies of the enemy will crumble, in that whisper heaven itself will lean close to hear, and I will draw near to you, I will wrap you in my presence, I will speak to your heart in ways no man could, and you will know that I am your God, the one who gave you everything, the one who asks not because I need but because you do, because your soul cries for me even when your lips do not, because your spirit longs for me even when your mind ignores me, because deep inside you know there is no life apart from me. Deep inside you know that I alone am your refuge, deep inside you know that every good thing you have has come from my hand, and yet still you resist, still you hesitate, still you delay, but I will not stop calling, I will not stop reaching, I will not stop loving, I will not stop waiting, because I gave you everything, and though you may withhold 30 seconds, my love for you does not lessen, my pursuit of you does not weaken, my mercy for you does not dry up, I will wait, I will call, I will fight for your heart, because you are mine, and I will not let you go. My beloved child, I watch you when you wake and when you sleep, I hear the thoughts you never speak, I see the burdens you try to hide, I know the questions that trouble you, I know the pain you push deep down so no one else can see, and I am here, I have always been here, I never left, I never turned away, I never forgot you, and I never will, but what aches my heart is not that you struggle, for I know your weakness. What aches me is that you struggle without me, that you choose to carry weights alone when I am reaching to lift them from your shoulders, that you sit in silence when I am longing to speak peace into your mind, that you feel abandoned when I am sitting beside you in the darkness, whispering love into your soul, waiting for 30 seconds of your time, 30 seconds of your attention, 30 seconds to remind you that you were created for more than this world can ever give, 30 seconds to breathe life back into your weary spirit, 30 seconds to give you direction that will save you years of wandering, 30 seconds that could alter the course of your life forever, and yet you resist. You tell yourself you will pray tomorrow, you tell yourself you will slow down, Later, you tell yourself you will return to me one day when life is less chaotic, when you have more time, but tomorrow is not promised, later is not guaranteed, one day may never come, all you truly have is now. This moment, this breath, and in this breath I am here, waiting, longing, calling, my child. Do not think that I am angry when you ignore me, for my heart is mercy, but do not deceive yourself into believing that ignoring me leaves you unchanged, because every moment without me leaves a void that the world cannot fill, every day without me leaves a hunger that nothing can satisfy, every step without me leads to paths that end in sorrow, and yet one glance toward me, one whisper of my name, one pause of your racing heart can change everything, can break the chains, can open the heavens, can unleash blessings you have been crying for. I gave you everything and still I watch as you withhold seconds that belong to me. Seconds I gave you, seconds that could be holy if only you surrendered them, and I ask you why, my beloved, why chase the wind, why cling to the dust, why fill your hands with things that slip away when I offer you treasures that cannot fade, why guard minutes from me as though they were yours when I am the one who formed time itself, why give your heart to fleeting pleasures when I offer you joy eternal? Why chase voices that lead you astray when mine is the only voice that will never deceive you? Why believe the lie that you have no time when I gave you time itself, I who hold eternity, I who see the end from the beginning, I who placed you here in this very moment? I do not ask for hours. I do not demand what you cannot give. I simply ask for 30 seconds, a seed of faith, a spark of love, a breath turned toward me, and with that I can grow gardens in your desert, I can bring rivers into your wilderness, I can make a way where there has been no way, I can heal what no doctor can heal, I can restore what no hand can restore, I can give you a future when you thought your story was over. But you must choose me. You must pause, you must turn, you must see that I gave you everything, and all I ask is 30 seconds that will transform not just your today but your eternity. My beloved child, I watch you when you wake and when you sleep, I hear the thoughts you never speak. I see the burdens you try to hide. I know the questions that trouble you, I know the pain you push deep down so no one else can see, and I am here, I have always been here, I never left, I never turned away, I never forgot you, and I never will. But what aches my heart is not that you struggle, for I know your weakness, what aches me is that you struggle without me. That you choose to carry weights alone when I am reaching to lift them from your shoulders, that you sit in silence when I am longing to speak peace into your mind, that you feel abandoned when I am sitting beside you in the darkness, whispering love into your soul, waiting for 30 seconds of your time, 30 seconds of your attention. 30 seconds to remind you that you were created for more than this world can ever give, 30 seconds to breathe life back into your weary spirit, 30 seconds to give you direction that will save you years of wandering, 30 seconds that could alter the course of your life forever, and yet you resist. You tell yourself you will pray tomorrow, you tell yourself you will slow down later. You tell yourself you will return to me one day when life is less chaotic, when you have more time. But tomorrow is not promised, later is not guaranteed, one day may never come, all you truly have is now, this moment, this breath, and in this breath I am here, waiting, longing, calling, my child. Do not think that I am angry when you ignore me, for my heart is mercy, but do not deceive yourself into believing that ignoring me leaves you unchanged, because every moment without me leaves a void that the world cannot fill, every day without me leaves a hunger that nothing can satisfy, every step without me leads to paths that end in sorrow, and yet one glance toward me, one whisper of my name, one pause of your racing heart can change everything, can break the chains, can open the heavens, can unleash blessings you have been crying for. I gave you everything and still I watch as you withhold seconds that belong to me, seconds I gave you, seconds that could be holy if only you surrendered them. And I ask you why, my beloved, why chase the wind, why cling to the dust, why fill your hands with things that slip away when I offer you treasures that cannot fade, why guard minutes from me as though they were yours when I am the one who formed time itself, why give your heart to fleeting pleasures when I offer you joy eternal, why chase voices that lead you astray when mine is the only voice that will never deceive you? Why believe the lie that you have no time when I gave you time itself, I who hold eternity, I who see the end from the beginning, I who placed you here in this very moment? I do not ask for hours, I do not demand what you cannot give, I simply ask for 30 seconds. A seed of faith, a spark of love, a breath turned toward me, and with that I can grow gardens in your desert, I can bring rivers into your wilderness, I can make a way where there has been no way, I can heal what no doctor can heal, I can restore what no hand can restore, I can give you a future when you thought your story was over, but you must choose me, you must pause, you must turn, you must see that I gave you everything. And all I ask is 30 seconds that will transform not just your today but your eternity, my precious one. When you were small and fragile I held you, when you stumbled I lifted you, when you cried in the quiet I heard every sound, when you thought no one saw you I was watching with tender care. When you believed no one understood I understood fully, I carried you when you were too weak to walk, I protected you from dangers both seen and unseen, I placed people in your path to help you, I sent angels to guard you, I poured into your life every blessing you now take for granted, every breath, every sunrise, every chance to begin again. I gave you everything, yet still I see you holding back 30 seconds of your heart from me. Still I see you rushing to the world for comfort while ignoring the arms that stretched wide on the cross to save you. Still I see you filling your days with noise to drown out the whisper of my spirit calling you home. Still I see you offering your mind to worries and fears while refusing to lift it to me for peace. Still I see you exhausting yourself trying to fix what only I can heal. Still I see you searching for love in empty places while my love surrounds you, deeper than oceans, higher than mountains, wider than the sky itself, and I ask, why my child, why do you run when all I want is 30 seconds, 30 seconds to calm your storms, 30 seconds to assure you that I am not far away but closer than your very breath. 30 seconds to remind you that you are not defined by your failures but by my grace. 30 seconds to speak life into the dreams you thought had died. 30 seconds to whisper that I am still here, still for you, still faithful, still able to do more than you could ever ask or imagine. 30 seconds that could change the course of your life, and yet you guard them from me, you give them to strangers, to distractions, to fleeting moments of pleasure, but not to me, the one who gave you everything, the one who has never stopped loving you, the one who knows every detail of your heart. My child, hear me now. Those seconds you think are too costly are the very seconds that will unlock the blessings you have been waiting for. Those seconds you think you cannot spare are the very seconds that will protect you from choices that bring regret. Those seconds you think belong to you are the very seconds that were breathed into you by my mercy, and yet I do not force you, I do not command you like a master over a slave. I invite you like a father longing for his child, like a friend longing for conversation, like a lover longing for closeness. I invite you because I desire you, not what you can do, not what you can bring, not what you can earn, but simply you, your heart, your presence, your attention, your love, and in exchange I will pour into you a love unshakable, peace unbreakable, joy uncontainable, hope unstoppable. I gave you everything. And all I ask in return is 30 seconds that could open a doorway to eternity, 30 seconds that could save your soul from despair, 30 seconds that could carry you into the depths of my presence where fear cannot live, where darkness cannot stay, where chains cannot hold, where wounds cannot remain unhealed. But you must choose. You must pause, you must give me what I ask, for I gave you everything. I gave you life, I gave you time, I gave you love, I gave you myself. That am why, dear child, how many times have you woken in the morning and thought it was just another day, not realizing that it was I who touched your body with life again. It was I who told your heart to beat once more. It was I who whispered to your lungs to breathe. It was I who held back the enemy's hand in the night so that you could rise again. I gave you everything, the gift of another sunrise, the gift of another chance, the gift of another opportunity to know me more deeply, to walk with me more closely, to see my hand in all that surrounds you. And still I watch you rush into the day without a thought of me. Still I watch you fill your mind with worries before you fill it with my peace. Still I watch you give your first words to the world rather than to the one who formed your tongue. Still I watch you scroll, you plan, you run, but you do not pause, not even for 30 seconds to say thank you, to say I love you, to say I need you, to simply acknowledge the one who gave you everything. My beloved, do you not know that 30 seconds can shift the weight of your entire day, that 30 seconds in my presence can anchor your soul before the storms rise? That 30 seconds can open heaven's favor over the path you walk. That 30 seconds can call my angels to surround you. That 30 seconds can set the tone of victory instead of defeat, but still you push it aside, still you think it small, still you think it unnecessary, and yet you wonder why you feel empty, why you feel weary, why you feel alone. You wonder why peace slips away and joy feels distant. You wonder why hope feels fragile and love feels scarce. But how can you taste the fullness of what I freely give if you never open your hands to receive? How can you walk in the strength of heaven if you never pause to be filled? How can you hear my voice above the noise if you never stop to listen? I gave you everything, and still I am asking, Will you not give me 30 seconds? Will you not stop in the middle of your chaos to remember the one who carried you? Will you not pause before sleep to acknowledge the one who kept you? Will you not allow your heart to breathe in my love for just 30 seconds? For those seconds are not wasted. They are invested into eternity. Those seconds are not lost. They are multiplied into blessings. Those seconds are not small. They are the key that unlocks doors you have been waiting to walk through. My child, hear me. I am not far from you. I am not cold toward you. I am not silent because I do not care. I am near. I am calling. I am knocking. I am waiting for 30 seconds, and when you give them to me, when you turn your heart even slightly toward me, you will see how quickly I respond, how quickly I surround you, how quickly I embrace you, how quickly I remind you that you are mine, for I gave you everything, and I long for you to give me not the scraps of your time but the treasure of your love, and it begins with 30 seconds, my beloved. When you look back over your life, can you not see my fingerprints on every page? Can you not see how many times I lifted you when you should have fallen? How many times I opened doors you thought were sealed shut? How many times I placed opportunities before you that you did not deserve? How many times I calmed storms that should have destroyed you? How many times I held back tears when you thought you would break? How many times I sent comfort through a word, a song, a friend, a moment that reminded you you were not alone? Can you not see that I gave you everything? That nothing you have is by accident? That every good gift comes from my hand? That even in pain I was shaping you? Even in loss I was holding you? Even in silence I was working for you, and yet in return, I only ask for 30 seconds of your undivided heart, 30 seconds of your attention, 30 seconds of love, and still you say tomorrow, still you say later, still you say not now. And it wounds my heart not because I lack anything but because I know what you are missing. I know the blessings you push away when you push me aside. I know the peace you trade for worry. I know the joy you exchange for emptiness. I know the strength you forfeit when you refuse to pause. I know the direction you lose when you ignore my whisper, and I ache for you. I ache to give you more. I ache to fill you. I ache to lead you. I ache to cover you. But you must allow me in. You must let go of the lie that you have no time. You must stop believing the enemy when he tells you that 30 seconds will not matter, because those 30 seconds can change everything. Those 30 seconds can reroute your future. Those 30 seconds can stop you from making choices that lead to regret. Those 30 seconds can align you with my plan instead of your own. Those 30 seconds can heal wounds that years of running could not heal. Those 30 seconds can light fires in your soul that will never go out. Those 30 seconds can move mountains. And still I wait, still I call, still I love. Because I am patient, because I am merciful, because I will never give up on you, because I gave you everything, and I will not stop pursuing you until you give me the 30 seconds that will become the beginning of forever. My precious child, even now as you hear these words, I am standing at the door of your heart and knocking. I am whispering your name with the same love that formed you. I am reminding you that I gave you everything, not just the breath in your body and the days you have lived, but also the sacrifice of my Son, the blood that was shed for you, the victory that was won for you, the eternity that has been prepared for you. I gave you my Spirit to guide you. I gave you mercy new every morning. I gave you forgiveness when you asked and even when you forgot to ask. I gave you protection when danger surrounded you. I gave you blessings you did not even recognize. I gave you love that has never once failed you. And still I long for your heart. Still I long for your attention. Still I long for just 30 seconds that could change your forever. 30 seconds where you turn away from the noise of the world and turn toward the sound of my voice. 30 seconds where you remember you are mine. 30 seconds where you feel my arms wrap around you and know you are not forgotten. 30 seconds where you realize that no matter what you have done, no matter how far you have wandered, no matter how